that I've got a deal for you. Yes, sir, Bob. Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. It's a Saturday, and I do not have a Shuri with me. She, like I was telling you, she's been working overtime and weekends, and so it's a one-person show again. So got the pups out here. First of all, we got to worry about the animals, and so if I can remember where I put it. We need to take food out to the animals sitting in the truck. And luckily I did this yesterday. I brought a wheelbarrow up here. We'll haul some food back. My truck's pretty full because we did go to Home Depot last night. And I picked up more bedding soil and some steer droppings. Anyway, so that's all in there. I've got to unbury what I can and get to the hog feed and take care of the animals. So yeah, hopefully we'll get to work on the above ground gardens again. So we'll see. Like I said, one person show today. Steer manure blend is what that's called. So anyway, let's get to work. All right, got my cart filled up with hog feed. We'll take that to the back. The other thing I didn't mention is I picked up some new 1616. It's about the only fertilizer I use. Occasionally I'll put worm castings in our beds and stuff, but I did that last year. But yeah, I also like to use the 1616. It's kind of a slow release thing in their corn too when I'm planting. But that's about it. So, of course, we get some natural fertilizer from the pigs and chickens. So, yeah, no lack of fertilizer using natural means. But every once in a while, since we're still kind of trying to develop this dirt or soil on this property, we still amend it a little bit, but not very much. All right, let me haul this in the back. And you know, I gotta laugh. People don't. I know it's impossible to imagine, but you know, when you get older, all this stuff gets hard. Lifting things, wheelbarrows, all that stuff. So it's the only thing I can say that kind of gives me extra exercise as an older person. And but I definitely find it harder at this age to do some of this stuff than a few years back. So yeah, so if you're getting my age and you're saying, how in the heck are you doing this stuff? Well, one is slow down. Two, don't try to carry as much. Use tools, use wheelbarrows, use tractors, use devices that'll make it easier for you. And even with all that, it's still a lot. So anyway, sometimes you just wish you had a lot more help, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, let's get this down to the piggies because they're getting hungry. Well, I already forgot something. Gotta go back to the garage. So I gotta turn on the water. And by the way, last night, it was a real pretty night. Anyway, Shuri had the urge to mow lawns. So she did get 2 of our lawns mowed last night. It looks very nice. I can definitely tell we have a battle coming up with the dandelions, and we'll take a look into that. If you have suggestions down in the comments what you do for dandelions that's not aggressive and not bad for our animals and the dogs, Any suggestions, I'd love to hear. All right, let's get the water on and get back to the animals. Wow, I just opened up the garage door and there's a lizard. And I have nothing against lizards, but I had a German Shepherd right by the door, and she catches them. So anyway, Bill got some excitement out of that. Well, anyway, you can tell spring is here when you're starting to see the lizards all around. All right, let's I can smell flowers. It smells good. It smells like spring. All right, guys, and there's a little puppy. She's hiding. And yeah, let's start this process. I have to laugh when we're turning on the water systems and stuff, and everything leaks. Everything has cracks in it. Like this nozzle, it leaks. All my little Y connectors and the hoses, they're cracked. They're yeah. So I bought some replacements yesterday. I gotta go around the systems and see what I can do. Yeah, but in the meantime, let's get water to the animals. Well, guys, getting ready to let's take a look at the meat birds here. And before I fill up their water, we use a bowl. I'm gonna try to move this chicken tractor without Sherry to give them some new grass. Thought I'd show you the back. This is where they've been, and Abby likes to get into it, and it's already regenerating itself. But definitely need to get new grass in front of them, and you have to be really careful when you slide these things. If you put a little food up front, it keeps the birds up front, so you don't slide the thing on their feet in the back. So I'm gonna get a little food, put a little food on the ground, slide this thing, and that bowl you saw in there will slide to the back, and I go to the back door and pull it out. The only problem with chicken tractors is the dogs think it's treat time, and they get into it a lot. Anyway, I keep shushing them away, but got a little bit of food here. Put a little on the ground so they'll stay up front, and then we'll start sliding this thing. Alright guys, we got these guys moved up. Want to double check the back, make sure I didn't trap any birds. They're doing fine. I got them water, so they're set. We're back to the regular chickens here. I got water to them. Give them a little food later this afternoon. I like to make sure they finish up what they got. And we need to bring hay out to actually the pigs and all the chickens. And yeah, that's how we keep layers in the ground here. They love to play with it and eat the hay and work on the compost and keep everything sanitary. But we're moving on to piggies now. So got the food back here, got to fill the can. I have some very filthy pigs back here. You guys been playing in the mud. So all right, let me fill the can, then feed them, and then their wallows probably need to be refilled. So that's the only problem with summer, is now we got to maintain wallows, and that's important to keep them cool. So yeah, let's get to work. I think one of the things that's pretty frustrating sometimes is all the bags we go through with this hog feed. Now this time of year we're allowed to burn, so we have a burn barrel, but pretty soon they're going to shut that off, so then we got to take these to the landfill. So yeah, but I know if I could buy bulk and had storage, I could probably reduce that, but it is what it is right now. So anyway, let me finish filling this can up and we'll go feed the pigs. Well guys, I got the first scoops of food to the boys. I can't get over how dirty they can get playing in the mud. So Sparky is not just muddy, but he's got cakes of it on there. But both of them have been having a heyday in the wallows, and that's good for them. But they're so dirty you don't even want to pet them. But yeah, they're both actually Fireball. He's a little bit dirty too, but I don't know, it's cute. But yeah, they've been having fun in here. All right, I gotta get. So these guys, I just bring 2 scoops of food each for them, and then the other piggies I use buckets, and I have a certain measurement. I use a green bucket. For the girls, they take 2 scoops. The 2 other pigs in the back, they get 2 scoops, and just try to keep it simple. But the cost of feeding the pigs have reduced quite a bit, obviously, and we have 2 pigs left, Fireball and Ginger down there. They'll be butchered probably in June. They'll be monstrous, and we still don't know about the 2 sows, if they're pregnant or not. We keep watching them closely, but we're not sure yet. But we're getting into May, so we may have to get Sparky in here so we can at least get fall babies. Well, it'll be April, I think August. So anyway, we'll see, but we're not in a hurry. And I really need feeders. I can buy some from John and Debbie if I needed to. So I don't know. So my breeding program is starting out a little slow this year, but I'm actually grateful. Alright, so I got my buckets filled up, puppies running around. Gonna take these out to the other bigger pigs and get them fed, and then go check the water. Just talk about the sows a little more. This is Maggie. She's my big pig. Her teats are showing real signs of filling up. I think Zelda over there is more likely, but the other thing was not seeing a lot of discharge, so we're not sure if they're going into heat, so they might be pregnant, but usually their stomachs will give them away. But I don't think Zelda is going to let us see much because she's bathing. Hi, baby. How you doing? Are you ready to have? So she doesn't look very swelled up or filling up with milk either, but we're kind of waiting for signs. But watching her bottom sides, we're not seeing discharge or anything like that, so we're perplexed. So we'll just watch a little bit longer, and they show signs that they are pregnant, great. But we put them in the feral houses way too early because we thought they'd be having babies by now, but we've been tricked. So we'll see what goes on. And I only have 2 pigs in the back, And as soon as I get time to have Sherry, I think she's going to take some time off during the week. We're going to move, if we match up Sparky with the girls again, we're going to set up a new paddock. Even though this has been over 21 days, we're going to move them back a little bit, back there, match them up again, one pig at a time. And then this paddock here is also ready to move too. So we'll set up these little guys in a new area. And yeah, got lots of room. Time to move them around. So, alright, I gotta feed the girls, all these guys right here, and I'm done, except for water, even though everybody has water, which is surprising. Alright, let me get them fed. Well, after getting all the sprinkler systems going and all that, the one that gave me the most trouble was this little guy right here. This feeds our hanging baskets and our is it lilacs? As you can see, are starting to get their leaves, and they smell beautiful when they bloom, but they're not getting water. And the reason being is this right here cracked many times, and when I turned it on, I got quite the shower. So I got a replacement right here. We're going to cut this off, put this new piece on here, right here. We're going to cut it off right here, and hopefully this will fix it. But you know, sometimes you think the simplest fixes go amok, but we're going to give it a try. Looks like I supposedly fixed it right here. So I'm going to turn the water on, which it is, and put this on auto and push manual and see if I get a shower. Here we go. I don't trust it. Alright, just came on. It's not leaking. And let's see. This is working. I usually have a flower up here, and all the little lilacs are getting water. And the other thing this does is waters my tomatoes when I always put cherry tomatoes in the front here. So when you get home from work or in the morning to do chores, it's always nice to have cherry tomatoes to munch on. Makes a great breakfast. Alright, and everything seems to be working. So yeah, that was an easy fix. Amazing. Alright guys, it's a little later in the day, and I got the two, I lost one. Got the other puppies with me here, and I need to move the truck over to the garden area to take all this stuff over by the garden. So I thought I'd throw Belle and Abby in the back of the truck, well, back in my back seat, and see how they fare for a short little ride. So let's take a look. I just threw these two in here. Abby found a spare treat, and it's only a short little ride, but I don't think she's ever been a car like this before, so let's see how she does. How you guys doing? Huh? Alright, so I don't know what my expectations are, but we'll get the rig fired up. Abby's inquisitive about what all the stuff in the back is. Like I said, I'm just going the short ways. Well, we're moving. They're not freaking out. We'll see how they do. And I guess they're just curious. Well, truly that was uneventful, but anyway, got to the spot where I want to be, and we're gonna unload. Make sure I don't squish any noses. Unload our stuff, and I don't know, I don't want anything surprises for the puppy when we do take her for a ride. But come on, baby. Abby. Come on, Abby. All right, success. All right, let's get this truck unloaded and start working on a above ground garden. Get the truck unloaded, put them down here. I was looking at this first bed I loaded. I think I'm gonna add one more bag to that, and then we're gonna work on the back one, and that's gonna be devoted to carrots. And yeah, so let's get her done. Well, I added one more bag to this. I don't know if it made that big a difference, but I feel better. Next one is it's gonna take at least 5 or 6 bags. It's like I said, it's gonna be devoted to carrots. And yeah, so I'm gonna level it out a little bit. I took the sprinklers out of it, and we'll see what we can do. Those two are complete. Yeah, it took all I had to fill that one up. Lots of empty bags. There is manure in that one too. Just one bag. Like I said, I don't want it too strong. I will be adding 16, 16, 16 to it when we go to plant. And yeah. However, I wanted to get 3 of them done, so I didn't come close. I got an extra bag of steer manure. Either I'll add it to these 2, split it, or I'll put it in a new one. But yeah, it's warm out here. It's amazing. I swear the only smart ones around here are my puppies. They're over by the pond in the shade, having some fun, playing with each other. Yes, you are. Getting all dirty. I'm gonna go sit in the shade here a little bit, cool down, because amazingly enough, it's actually warm outside. So yeah, chill out time. Well, since we made more room in the back of the truck, when Sherry comes, she's working today on Saturday, believe it or not, we might do another dirt run, and I'll need 6 to 8 more bags just to get that 3rd above ground. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more in those other ones. So it's going to be an expensive year of replacing soil, but I really want to have good soil in there. So yeah, and then next week I think I might plant a few things that are cold weather plants. We'll take a look at it. The water system's on. And yeah, we're getting there. So I'm gonna solve a mystery for, well, if you were listening to our podcast Thursday, Rev was giving me a hard time about my Traeger, and he says over the winter he saw me, I had snow on it, things like that. Well, I gotta tell you, this is the toughest Traeger in the world. I bought this version from Costco many, 4 or 5 years ago, and I use our Traeger almost every day. Whether I just want to get a steak warmed up and a little bit of a smoky taste to it, or I'll make 3-2-1 ribs, chicken, whatever it is, I use this thing all the time. Now I'm kind of used to, when I was there in Arizona, I had a patio and a cook area, and so I admit that this gets exposed to the weather a lot. I do have a cover for it. However, this time of year, it will be out, do okay in the weather, but when winter comes, I gotta admit, I probably should put the cover on it. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to buy a Traeger, this is an older version. It's not wireless, but you know what? less things to break. I hear a lot of people with the wireless might have little issues and stuff, but this guy has been a great machine. It has a little, this one has the version, has a little warmer oven at the bottom. I've never used it. However, it's a manual feeder, no wireless at all, and it's been dependable. I've never had to replace a part on this at all. I don't clean it enough as far as when you own a pellet grill. You do have to take a vacuum in the inside and get the burn pot cleaned up and all that because of the ash. But yeah, I could do better at taking care of it. But at the same time, this has been a great machine, and I still use it every day with no problems. And the reason I was thinking about today is, what am I going to cook tonight? And so if I can find out if Sherry's going to be home for dinner at a reasonable time, we'll kind of determine what I'm going to make her. But yeah, it's a wonderful machine. Well guys, I got to thinking, sitting here enjoying this summer afternoon, that I've got a deal for you. Yes sir, Bob. Since I have not gotten Central Oregon grown online yet, it could still be a few weeks, I thought I'd have a little fun with our viewers, especially if you made it this far through the video. I'm going to make you a special deal. So if you're if you want to come to Crooked River Ranch, just IM us, just message us and we'll make arrangements. But I'm going to make a deal to you guys to try some of our USDA pork, but I'm going to put a twist to it. So you have to forgive me on the lighting in here, it's not real good. I thought maybe if you're curious and would like to try just to see some of our pork here. This is all USDA pork. I'm going to make a sausage offer to you. So for 2 packages, or they're around they're between 15 ounces, somewhere around there, almost a pound, somewhere over a pound. Great for all kinds of meals. We have 3 kinds of sausages. We have ground sausage, which is no flavor, and you can add any kind you want. We have breakfast sausage, and we have a sweet Italian. So I will offer for $10 2 packages of sausage of your choice, USDA, but because we had to pull some of our inventory because of a problem with the part numbers, we're going to throw in a free box of RangerRob poopy bags. I have a couple here in this box that we had to bring back out of the inventory, and we also have poopy bags on rolls. So if you buy for $10 2 things of sausage, once again it's ground sausage, breakfast sausage, or sweet Italian, we'll throw in for free for the next maybe 2-3 days till the offer will end. I'll go to 2 days after this video. Anyway, I think this comes out on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday we'll leave it open to you, and Wednesday. So it's a little more than that, but you will get a chance to try the RangerRob poopy bags, which are available on Amazon. Once you use RangerRob poopy bags, you'll never go back. So anyway, there you go. Get to try our new sausage. We're not online. $10 bill, cover the whole thing, and you get a free box of poopy bags, which are valued at $10 a piece. So it's a good deal. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Well guys, this video might be a little long again. So much to do. Get some dirt in the above grounds. All the animals are doing good. Got to get more materials. We got to start working on the hydroponics, and I got to have Sherry here to work on some of that stuff. Anyway, but it's been a good day. The dogs are enjoying the shade, and Abby's been a sweetheart, and Belle, of course. Anyway, guys, I want to ask you to take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Sharing really helps our videos. So yeah, leave comments if you're interested in our hot deal on the pork. Like I said, 2 packages of pork, 3 flavors to choose from, a free box of RangerRob poopy bags. It's a short timer offer, and just PM us. Just look in the description below. You can find our Facebook page. You can either do the Rob Scribner Facebook page or the RangerRob Country Living, and contact us and make arrangements. You have to pick it up, but it's a chance to try out some amazing sausage. You'll love it. It's not links or anything like that. It's just regular ground sausage. So anyway, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
This video is made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.